like 60% bigger. Maybe 400. Oh, I don't know why I chose a touch screen set of scales. So every time I pick it up, it changes the unit. Let's go to 450. That's a good compromise. Perfect. Nearly. 455. Okay. Right. That is still not connected. Which is annoying. Does that mean my Wi-Fi dongle thing is broken? Where is that plugged in? Down there. I'm going to get really close so I don't freak out. If in doubt, unplug it and plug it back in. Just do a bit of IT support. What is it? Device manager I want. See if that's still recognised. It might just be that I basically got an old Wi-Fi dongle plugged into a desktop PC, which then connects to the PC upstairs. Where would it be? Work adapter. I don't know. That's annoying because I can't do anything. I can't control my stream without this. I can see that I'm live and I can see chat. Maybe. Hopefully. But I can't access OBS or do any of the things that I'm going to need to do at some point. Where are the USB? Yeah, I think that adapter might have gone kaput. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be working. Has it got a light on it or something? Can't really see from this angle. Let's try it in a different USB port. Okay. Now, of course, there's not one free on this side. I just want to see if the light comes on when I plug it in, really. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's gone. That's annoying. Okie doke. We're streaming blind today. I think I might be able to remote onto... Yeah, it's a dead dongle. To be fair, it's pretty old. It's probably at least 10 years old. Right. I'll tell you what, let's just do one and see what I think. So this is 450. Which I think feels like a better bit of clay. better sized lump. No, it's not sticking to the wheel. I didn't catch what you were saying earlier, Violet, so if you wanted an answer from me, then could you repost? Because now I've got like a limit of maybe 10 lines of chat that I can see. If you're not fussed, then it's fine. Okey-doke. So I'm going to go with a fairly similar design to the last one, just, you know, bigger. So I want a nice big foot and a decent sized bowl. Rather than a little tiddly one I had before. Yeah. See, the thing is, you know that when I'm making chips that you're going to get chips at the end, whereas, you know, you might at some point get a pot a long way down the line if you're lucky. That reminds me actually, Ireland, you need to decorate your mug. It's true. I threw a mug because Violin wanted to decorate a mug. It's been thrown and some kind of relief decoration on it. Carved out a little bird and some plants. Now it's been bisqued, so you need to put some colour on it, get some glaze on. I wonder if there's a version of my YouTube link that doesn't have an @ symbol in it. That must be right.
Looky here!
Thanks for the follow.
Attention! A Tori_Chan has arrived and wants their presence to be filled.
Thanks for the follow, Tori. I'll pronounce it the same way as the goblin. Tori_Chan. Welcome. I feel your presence. Right, there's another bowl. That's not bad. Thing is, I can't see my output now. I'd like to see it on the screen. It's nice having a separate view. I've got the mirror. You can see there's not much of a wobble in it. I don't know, maybe I could go a little thinner around here. At the risk of wobbling it. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. I don't know if that foot's maybe a bit too big. Let's get more of a bowl shape in it. I think that's alright. I don't know though, that foot's a bit on the tall side, isn't it? A bit too tall. I mean, I could always cut it down. Just do that, don't I? I'll just trim it. I'll trim it down to whatever I want it to be. Right, so before I cut this off the wheel, I want to make a set of these. So I'll set up my throwing gauge. It's really weird actually. I keep looking over at my screen, expecting to see things and there's nothing there. Might as well turn this computer off then, haven't I? Not using it. Get rid of the computer fan sound. Right, let's set up my gauge. So let's set the top one to where the rim is. Keep the feet. Well, there's no way of doing that really, is there? 'Cause I won't be able to flip it up. Might just have to eyeball that. It's about a knuckle. It's about a knuckle. That's a good enough measurement. Right, let's get this off. Oh, I'm not happy with that rim. It's very square. This is why you always stop the wheel and have a look at it first. I might just be able to just round it off without working it up too much. This is true. I've never once lost a hand. I would say they're quite a good measuring device if you're only doing it for yourself. The amount of like recipes you see online, there'd be like a handful of this, a pinch of that. It's like, well, I don't know how big your hands are. Mine are quite small. Do I do a handful and a half? Is it, I think it's Adam Savage, isn't it? He's got a tattoo of a ruler on his forearm. It's like a... It's just quite cool. It's like about that size. I guess your arm's not really going to shrink or grow, is it? So probably works quite well. Right, let's get some more clay. So that was 450. Hang on. Just a little bit off. 650. 390. That'll do. Actually, let's do another one while we're at it, because I'm on a set of 3. How much is that? I suppose if I was to get one of those, I'd have to get like a shrink rate ruler tattooed on. Yeah, that was the other bit, wasn't it? I suppose that's one thing. If you stick with one type of clay, you know your measurements. You can make yourself a thing, a guide out of that clay. Bit of terracotta, I don't know where that's come from. I am having to get used to lifting my hand slightly when centering. So I always used to just put my forehand. That part of my hand, just to rub it across the wheel, but this clay is far too groggy. Sands my hand down. It's a little bit wobbly, is it? Tiniest of wobbles in them. It's probably more of a wobble now. Sorry. Ooh. Don't know why I did that. Silly. Tried to just use my finger to push it in. What about a knuckle? Might have gone a bit deep on that hole. Ooh, bubble in there. Hear the bubbles pop. It's all right. That down, shouldn't I? Just a little wobble into this. Hi RT, thanks for the like. I really should put in a alert command, shouldn't I? It's one of those things that would be so simple to do. And yeah, I always forget. What's the time? I mustn't finish too late today. Because as I said, I've got to make chips. I've cut them all up. But you know, I've got to fry them. It just takes a while. And on Tuesday, I did the same. I was making chips. And we didn't eat till like 20 past 8 or something. It's a little wobble in that. I'm not overly happy about. And I made it just about wide enough, but I lost a little bit of height by doing that. Now actually it's gone a bit too wide, which is bad. Once it starts getting too wide, it's difficult to bring it back in. And doing so usually puts a wobble in it. In my experience. Let's see. It just gets worse and worse, basically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my losses a little bit. I'm going to chop some of this off. Let's see if we can rescue it. You know, the best way of rescuing it is by immediately sticking your finger into the room. Definitely helps. It's pretty close. I'd say the foot is definitely about a knuckle, so that's good. Just want to pull this up a little more. I suppose one issue I have, so with a bowl of this shape, which is almost like a goblet with the size of this foot, so they're not going to stack, are they? If I make 3. I mean, they sort of will, but they'll be a bit wobbly. That'll do. That's close enough. It's a few mil out, I think, but